If you walk over to the nearest window in your home and gently run one finger along the top of a single blind slat, I can almost guarantee what you'll find. A soft gray layer of dust that has been sitting there quietly for weeks, maybe even months. And here's the part that surprises most folks. Every time you open those blinds in the morning, or a breeze comes through the window, a little bit of that dust lifts off and floats through the air you breathe. For anyone dealing with allergies, asthma, or just wanting a fresher home, that matters a great deal. My name is Mason. This is Mason Pure Cleaning. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through the safest, simplest, and most effective way to get your blinds looking bright again, using gentle methods and supplies you probably already own. Everything here is broken down into clear, practical steps, no fancy gadgets required, and no climbing on chairs or ladders either, because your safety comes first. If you find this kind of straightforward home cleaning advice helpful, take a second and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video, and let's get started. Know what kind of blinds you have. Before we touch a single cleaning product, we need to answer one simple question. What are your blinds made of? This is the step people skip, and it's the reason so many blinds end up damaged. The good news is it only takes a moment. Most homes have one of a few common types. Vinyl and plastic blinds are lightweight, slightly flexible, and very forgiving. Aluminum mini blinds are thin metal slats that bend easily if you press too hard, so they need a soft touch. Real wood blinds feel heavier and warmer to the touch, and they do not like water at all. Faux wood blinds look like wood, but are actually a sturdy composite, and they can handle moisture just fine. And finally, cellular shades and fabric blinds are the soft, honeycomb or cloth-style coverings, and these need the gentlest care of the whole bunch. If you're not sure which type you have, give a slat a light squeeze. Vinyl flexes, wood feels solid, and fabric is obvious the moment you touch it. Keep your answer in mind, because it decides everything we do from here. Always dust first here is the golden rule I want you to remember above everything else in this video. Dust before you wash. If you skip the dry dusting and go straight in with a wet cloth, you'll turn all that loose dust into a smeary gray mud, and you'll double your work. So the very first step is a thorough dry dusting, and it costs you almost nothing in effort. For hard blinds like vinyl, aluminum, wood, and faux wood, my favorite tool is a simple microfiber cloth or a disposable duster wand. Microfiber has thousands of tiny fibers that actually grab dust and hold on to it, rather than pushing it around the room. Now, here's a wonderful little trick, especially if bending and reaching is hard on your hands or your back. Take an old, clean cotton sock, slip it right over your hand like a mitten, and give it a very light misting of water so it's barely damp. Close your blinds flat, and wipe each slat from one end to the other with your sock-covered hand. Then tilt the blinds the other direction and do the back side the same way. Your fingers can feel exactly where the dust is. You can gently pinch each slat between your thumb and fingers to clean the top and bottom at the same time, and when you're done, the sock goes straight into the laundry. It's easy on the joints and surprisingly effective. Whichever tool you use, always work from the top of the blinds down toward the floor. Dust obeys gravity. If you start at the bottom, everything you knock loose from the top lands on the slats you already cleaned, and nobody wants to do the same job twice. Take your time, work slat by slat, and don't forget the headrail. That's the long housing across the very top, where dust piles up thick, because nobody ever looks up there. A word about fabric and cellular shades. If your blinds are the fabric or honeycomb style, put the cloth away, because rubbing fabric just grinds dust deeper into the weave. Instead, reach for your vacuum cleaner with the soft brush attachment on the hose. Turn the suction to a low setting if your vacuum has one, and slowly, gently glide the brush across the fabric from top to bottom. The key words here are slow and gentle. Let the suction do the work, and never press hard, because fabric shades can crease or tear. For honeycomb, cellular shades, dust, and even the occasional bug can collect inside those little tunnels. A can of compressed air, the same kind used for computer keyboards, or a hairdryer set to cool and low, blown through the open cells, will push all of that out. It's oddly satisfying to watch. One more note on safety before we move to washing, because I mean this sincerely. Please don't climb on chairs, beds, or wobbly step stools to reach the tops of tall windows. Use a duster with an extension handle instead. They're inexpensive and they reach beautifully. And if a window is truly out of reach, ask a family member, a neighbor, or a grandkid to handle that one. No clean blind is worth a fall. If you've picked up a useful tip already, go ahead and tap that like button. It truly helps the channel. And now let's mix up our cleaner. Choose a gentle cleaner that matches your blinds. You do not need a cabinet full of expensive sprays for this job. In fact, harsh chemicals are the enemy of blinds. They can fade color, dry out wood, and leave a film that attracts dirt. What we want is mild, gentle, and cheap. For vinyl, plastic, aluminum, and faux wood, plain dish soap is all it takes. Fill a bucket or a large bowl with about a gallon of warm water and add just 2 or 3 small squirts of dish soap. I want to underline that, just a few squirts. Dish soap is very concentrated, and if you add too much, it leaves behind a sticky residue that acts like flypaper for new dust. Your blinds will actually get dirty faster than before. When it comes to soap, less is always more. If the water looks like a bubble bath, you've gone too far. Dump some out and add fresh water. For real wood blinds, we change the recipe. Water is wood's worst enemy, so instead of the soapy bucket, use a cleaner made specifically for wood. A small capful of an oil soap made for wood surfaces mixed into a gallon of water works nicely, or simply use a wood polish sprayed lightly onto your cloth, never directly onto the blinds. The goal with wood is to clean and condition it without ever soaking it. The 3-cloth method. Now for the heart of this whole video, the washing routine itself. I call it the 3-cloth method, and once you learn it, you'll find yourself using it all over the house. You'll need 3 soft cloths, microfiber is ideal, and here's how each one earns its keep. Cloth number 1 is your washing cloth. Dip it into your cleaning mixture, then wring it out firmly. Really twist it, until it's damp but not dripping. A dripping cloth sends dirty water running down your walls and pooling on your windowsill, and on wood blinds it can cause real damage. Close the blinds flat, start at the top, and wipe each slat gently from one side to the other. Let me repeat the word gentle, because blinds are more delicate than they look. Slats can bend, crack, or pop loose if you scrub aggressively, so use light, patient strokes and let the damp cloth and the soap loosen the grime for you. While you're up there, give the lift cords and the wand a wipe too. Those get touched every single day, and they hold more grime than any slat. When you finish one side, tilt the blinds the opposite way and wash the back. Rinse and re-wring your cloth in the bucket whenever it starts looking gray. Cloth number 2 is your rinsing cloth. Dip this one in a second bucket or bowl of plain clean water, wring it out well, and wipe down everything you just washed. Now, you might be wondering, Mason, didn't I just wipe all of this? Why go over it again? Here's the honest answer. Any soap left sitting on a surface dries into a thin, tacky film, and that film grabs onto dust like a magnet. Rinsing takes 5 extra minutes, and it's the difference between blinds that stay clean for months and blinds that look dingy again in 2 weeks. Skip the rinse on wood blinds if you used only a lightly dampened polished cloth, but for soapy water on vinyl or faux wood, the rinse is essential. Cloth number 3 is your drying cloth, a completely dry microfiber towel. Buff each slat dry to prevent water spots and streaks. On wood blinds, this step is not optional, it's critical. Any moisture left sitting on wood can seep in and cause warping, swelling, or clouding of the finish, so dry wood slats promptly and thoroughly. One last piece of advice for this part, and it might be the most important tip in the whole video for making this job manageable. You don't have to do the entire house in one afternoon. Cleaning blinds is repetitive work on the arms and shoulders. Do one room, or even one window per day. Put on some music or a radio program, take breaks, and in a week or so, every window in your home will be done without you ever feeling worn out. Cleaning should fit your life, not wear you down. If you have your own pacing tricks, I'd genuinely love to read them in the comments below. The bathtub method for truly grimy blinds. Sometimes wiping just isn't enough. Kitchen blinds coated in cooking grease. Bathroom blinds filmed over from years of steam. Garage blinds caked with who knows what. When vinyl, plastic, or faux wood blinds get that bad, we bring out the heavy artillery, the bathtub soak. Take the blinds down from the window. Most modern brackets release with a simple flip of a small tab or lever, though if yours require a screwdriver and awkward reaching, this is another fine job to delegate to a helper. Lay an old towel in the bottom of your tub first to protect both the tub and the blinds from scratches. Fill the tub with a few inches of warm water and a few squirts of dish soap, then lay the blinds flat in the water, but here's the important part. Keep the headrail, that top mechanism, hanging over the edge of the tub, out of the water. The headrail contains metal parts and the tilting mechanism, and soaking it invites rust and sticky operation later. Let the slats soak for about 30 minutes to an hour, and let the water do most of the labor for you. Then take a soft bristle brush or sponge and give everything an easy scrub. You'll be amazed at what floats off. Drain the tub, rinse the blinds thoroughly with clean water. either with the shower sprayer or a fresh tub of plain water, and then dry them completely. Towel them off, and if it's a mild day, hanging them outside over a railing or a sturdy line for an hour finishes the job beautifully. Make absolutely sure they're bone dry before rehanging them. And please remember, this soak is for vinyl, plastic, and faux wood only. Never soak real wood, aluminum can water spot, and fabric shades should never see the inside of a tub. For fabric shades with heavy staining, spot clean tiny areas with a barely damp, lightly soapy cloth and dry immediately, and if they're badly soiled overall, a professional blind cleaning service is honestly the smartest money you'll spend. They have ultrasonic cleaning machines designed exactly for this, keeping them clean longer. Now that your blinds are spotless, let's keep them that way with the least effort possible. A quick dusting once or twice a month, 5 minutes per room with your sock mitt or duster wand, prevents buildup from ever taking hold. The deep clean we covered only needs to happen about once a year. Spring is the traditional time, and a good habit to keep. Here's a clever bonus trick. After dusting vinyl or faux wood blinds, wipe the slats with a fresh dryer sheet. It leaves behind an anti-static coating that actually repels dust, so it settles on the slats far more slowly. And keep an eye on your trouble spots. Kitchen and bathroom blinds always dirty up faster, so catching them early keeps a 5-minute touch-up from turning into a full afternoon project. And that's the complete routine, friends. Know your blind type, dust from the top down, wash gently with the 3-cloth method, rinse away every trace of soap, dry thoroughly, and pace yourself one window at a time. Your windows will look brighter, your air will feel fresher, and your blinds will last for many more years. If this video helped you, a like and a subscribe mean the world and help me keep making guides just like this one. Share it with a friend or family member whose blinds could use a little love. From all of us here at Mason Pure Cleaning, take good care of yourself, take good care of your home, and I'll be here with another simple cleaning solution very soon.